Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Tina with Life in the Piedmont, and I'm in my kitchen. You know that already, right? And I wanted to bring you along with me because I am part of a collaboration this year. It's my first time participating, and it's called Noodle November, and it is hosted by Tony over at Kettle Kitchen. Thank you, Tony, so much for inviting me to be a part of this. I really appreciate it, and I am looking forward to doing this. So Noodle November is basically any type of noodle or pasta that you can make the dish and share the recipe. There's so many wonderful channels participating in this collaboration, and there is a playlist on Kitchen Kettle's YouTube channel, so make sure that you go over there because you're going to want to watch these videos. You're going to want to comment on them because on December 3rd there is going to be a giveaway at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you mark your calendars for that. Make sure that you go over to his channel, watch the channels in the playlist. I'll leave them all down in the description as well, so you can go check out the amazing channels and all the different noodle recipes that you can put and add to your collection if you like them. So I am actually going to be making a pasta for my dish today, and I wanted to bring you along. Now, pasta isn't something that is, unfamiliar in my territory. I always make raviolis for the holidays. It is a family tradition, and it is something that we do, that it was taught and handed down from generation to generation. And so I will actually be making a video for that this year, and I will take you along. But for right now, let's get started on these noodles. I think you're going to be hopefully they work. Hopefully, you will enjoy them too. So let me get my stuff together, and I'll meet you right back here in the kitchen. All right, friends, I'm back. This is a very basic noodle dough recipe. It calls for 2 cups of flour. Now, it does call for the semolina flour, but I don't have that. And I did research. It says that you can use bread flour, whole wheat flour, or all-purpose flour. And that's what I'm using, is the King Arthur's all-purpose flour. So what I had on hand, so that's what I'm gonna use. So we're gonna do 2 cups of flour. Dropping stuff, and to that we're going to add about a half a teaspoon or so of salt, and to that we are going to add anywhere between 3/4 and a cup of warm water, which I already measured out here. And I always start with less, and I am just gonna combine this together. Hopefully I'll get a nice dough starting, and eventually I will get my hands in here. Pasta is one of the easiest dishes to make, I think. This is a very basic noodle recipe. I don't think it takes a lot of time to combine this together and make a dough to make noodles. You might want to consider maybe, trying it out and, making fresh noodles for your home instead of the store-bought stuff. Store-bought stuff is fine. It's just sometimes it's the convenience of it that helps, right? And there's nothing wrong with it. I do store-bought too. But there's part of me that really wants to start making my own noodles and saving them. I can put them in a jar and pull the oxygen out of it so it stays, really get a better shelf life, I should say, out of it. Mylar bags, so I think we are doing good. I think I'm gonna start dumping this all out on my table, which I have washed and sanitized. And I think I'm just gonna come in and just really get this all mixed in together. I'm sorry the table is shaking. It's shaking my camera, so I do apologize. So what I'm So what I'm doing is, I didn't knead it long enough. I need to knead the dough for like 5 minutes, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna cover it and put it in the, because I'm not using the Somalina flour that has a higher protein and gluten content in there. I'm using all-purpose flour. I need to knead this a little bit more to activate that protein a little bit more. It feels a little sticky, which is, I think, okay. But as you can see, the dough is starting to get a little bit smoother than it was. So I'm just gonna keep kneading this. And if I didn't tell you, I'm actually making, and if I pronounce this wrong, please excuse me, Cavatelli pasta. It is a twisted pasta, and it is called Cavatelli, and it's C-A-V-A-T-L-L-I, if I'm not mistaken. That's how it, I believe that's how it is spelled. But I had to look it up to make sure I was pronouncing it right. Cavatelli. So Cavatelli. So yeah, so that is the pasta that I'm making, and I'm gonna show you right here. That is the fun little machine. I actually thrifted that, not at a thrift store, and I only paid $6 for it, and you and I are using this together, so it best be working, right? Because I need it to be working if I'm doing this video. But I'm sure it's going to be fine, and this is going to be fun and exciting. I mean, this is taking no time to do. I should have probably done my dough a little bit earlier, but you know what? It's okay. It truly is okay. So I did knead it. I think we're good to go. And I think now I'm just gonna, I like that. I like the feel of it. And I like it. I think it's pretty, a little bit better. There you go, friends. So I'm gonna put it in the bowl. I'm gonna cover it up with the plastic wrap. And like I said before, we're gonna let it sit for about 30 minutes. And while that's doing that, I'm gonna clean up a few things, and I'll see you back here, friends, when it is all ready. All right, friends, it has been a good 30 minutes, if not longer. I got my kitchen straightened up. We are gonna get the dough out. My microphone just fell. I'm gonna get that clip back on. That was funny. And what I'm going to do, so you can see, the dough just feels a little sticky to me, is I'm just gonna cut maybe like a quarter or a quarter of it, like so. And I'm gonna put the rest of the dough back in there. And I'm just gonna kind of roll it out. You wanna strip. You want to strip, and then I should be able just to put this in here. All right, I got it working. So you basically, you put the dough up here and under the bottom ring, and you just crank it through, and it moves the brown things. And I'm going to show you the pasta it makes. It is quite fun. I'm not kidding you. Well, here's one that I did. Isn't that pretty? But now, because I'm filming, it doesn't want to do it. So I'm going to back it out a little bit and see what it does. All right. I'm going to go one more time. I'll show you what I did. So I put this over here, and I tucked that in underneath here. And then I just started, I kind of held the dough, but it doesn't want to, there it goes. They said that this would happen too because I don't have the right flour, but there's another one. So there's two. So is it fun? Yes. I don't think it's gonna, I I think the dough is really sticky, which is preventing it from doing what it needs to do. I did flour the surface, and I am going to sprinkle a little more flour on here and see if that helps. There we go. Yeah. There we go. So I'm going to pull this all together now. I think it's fun. See that? I need to get you around. I need to move this around so you can see it falling out. I don't know if you can see it coming out. So I think what I'm going to do is grab some more dough, flatten it out. I'm supposed to put it like a log in a sense. I'm really going to get this floured up because I saw that the drier the dough is, then it will come out a lot easier. But hey, yeah. I love it. It's coming out really cute. There's the 2 noodles right there. So I'm just gonna let it come out and let it drop down. It's hard to see over here. And there you go. Oh, this one came out really good. Look at this one. That one came out really good. Isn't that pretty? So this is my noodle making class. It's actually really easy. It's not as difficult as I thought it was going to be when I first started using this. Because when I first started doing it, it's like, oh great, this isn't going to work. This is why so many probably donated it to the thrift store, but that's okay. But I really do like it, and I think it's really cute. Look at this little pastas. So what I would do with these, friends, I would actually boil these, and I would serve them in melted butter with some garlic and top it with some fresh parsley and just eat the pasta like that and keep it that simple. Okay, friends, so what I decided to do is gonna boil this. I just put a pot of water on. I just put some salt in the water. This is the perfect time to actually season your pasta, is putting it in salt water. This is a great time to do it. I'm doing actually quite well with the noodles over here. I can't wait to show you, but we are going to put those in a pot and we're going to boil them, and I'll show you how I'm going to cook them up. Getting the pasta off, no problem. All right, so I think I have enough noodles right now. I'm gonna get back over here. I got water boiling. I'm gonna go throw them in the pot right now. Let's see how this does. Hopefully it will come out good. Just gonna put a couple of them in there. I've already salted, as I've said. There we go. I'll just do a couple. Whoa. Yep, that fell on here and burnt. Okay, and while these boil, I am gonna go ahead and get the next steps prepared so I can show you how I'm gonna serve this. All right, friends, I do think it's done. And over here, what I did, in this bowl, what I did is I melted some butter, and then I added some red pepper flakes and some garlic powder, and then I drizzled some olive oil in here to keep it, you know, pretty liquidy. Now, these have been boiling for quite a while. So I almost boiled all the water out of the saucepan. So we're gonna place it in. This is how I would serve it. I wouldn't, you could add a red sauce or even an Alfredo sauce if you want, but I think this is just enough here. And I'm only doing this portion right now for filming purposes. Now all I have is the jar Parmesan, and then I would top it with some Parmesan cheese. And I've got fresh parsley from my garden. We are going to take a couple of those out and sprinkle on top that I've dehydrated. And then I'm also going to get out my oregano. And we're going to sprinkle that on top of here too. There you have it, friends. Sorry about that, friends, but I'm gonna tell you this, for the past week, I have, like, no matter what I've touched, something's happened. Anyhow, but here you go. Let's get this, and let's taste this just a bit. That's good. I would definitely boil these noodles a little bit longer. I'd probably boil them for about 15 minutes, especially making them fresh. They haven't really had time to dry out, but it's very good. Very good. Very good. Well, that's it, friends. Noodle November. That is my twisted noodle. I hope you enjoy that. That pasta is called Cavatelli, and I hope that you enjoy that. Maybe you'll be inspired to go and purchase one of those makers and make some yourself. It's really easy. Everything will be down in the description box. Also, a reminder about there's a giveaway on December 3rd. Make sure that you go to all the channels and watch it. You can be a winner from either the comments, hashtags. There's lots of different ways that you'll be able to win. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, Tony, thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one, friends. Bye.